So talk about the services that you offer at Direct Steel.
Sure. So Direct offers 3 different services. We're commercial general contractors, we're construction managers, and we're owners' representatives. So essentially, we build buildings. And our focus is low-rise, non-residential construction. So that might be restaurants, retail, office, industrial, institutional, educational, recreational, religious. And within that focus, 2 different market segments. So one's federal government contracting. So recently completed a $13 million project for the Army Corps of Engineers, building a 3-story, $11 million project for the Veterans Administration. We're a parent low bidder on a $17 million project at Fort Hood. But the private stuff is really my passion. So we're working primarily with large, small, and mid-cap companies who are, their expenses for real estate each year are 20 to 35%. Right? So, and a lot of them are just paying rent. So that money's going out the door.
Okay.
What we're really good at is coming in and showing how they can build their net worth through their real estate and their company.
Right.
So I'll give you an example. 3 long-term employees were going to buy out 2 long-term business owners. They knew that that was going to necessitate a facility change. About the same time they brought their real estate broker in, they brought us in. The real estate broker provides us 20 different properties. We're looking at it from a constructability budget schedule perspective. Dead center in their search area is 11.533 acres. And because of our knowledge of things like wetlands delineation, soil suitability, retention detention area, what the utility needs are, we were able to help negotiate the cost from $6.50 a square foot down to $1.87.
Wow.
So on this 11.533 acres, that netted them over $500,000 savings. We also understood their growth trajectory and felt that they may be entitled to some state support. We guided them through that process, and sure enough, they got a commitment from the state for $1 million in the form of $100,000 a year in tax credits for 10 years. Because we had the state support, the county also provided support, $12,000 a year for 12 years. In property tax concessions. We went to the municipality, waiver of permit fees, tap-on fees, PUD modifications, and those fees waived. And then when it comes to value engineering, that yielded another $550,000 worth of value. And I'll give you just one example. We like to sit with the architects and engineers before they've drawn anything, but after they've done their due diligence. And so, for instance, we're seated with their civil engineer. He says, we're going to put the building at this elevation. My team and I are looking at each other and say, any chance you can raise that a foot? He spent about 10 minutes looking at what he had, and he said, yeah, but why? Because it saved our client $250,000 from hauling off soil unnecessarily. So here, we haven't even started construction. We're at the very preliminary phase. And the 5 pillars of any construction product are scope, budget, schedule, quality, and safety. Our services have substantially aligned those pillars and yielded our client over $2.5 million worth of value.